Hello guys, and we are here today with another deck profile. This is an update on Necloth, as we have gotten 3 new cards on ygopro, being Decisive Armor, Clausolas, I believe is how you pronounce his name, and Valkyries. We've gotten these 3 new cards, and there's just a couple other things has changed with the deck, be it I have decided to do an update on the deck profile so that way you guys can see. And the main problem I was seeing is that I was lacking a monster that I could normal summon, so I kind of tried to fix that a little. So that way I had a monster that I could just normal summon, so that way I had more cards in hand that were usable. Because there are certain cards in this deck that, besides the searchers, they don't do anything unless I already have my monsters out. So that is very important for me to make sure I can get them out, and just to have a variety of more live cards. So let's go in, just in case this is new. We have Triple Kishki Chain. This guy will reveal the top 3 cards of your deck to you, so if your opponent doesn't look at them, and then if there's a ritual monster or ritual spell, you can add one of those, and then you can place the rest on the top of your deck in any order. So that is really nice. It works really well in Upstart, so that we can get cards like Roll Decree, and the reason I am running him instead of Manju is this card down here, which effect we'll get to later, but just so that way you guys know, it is just a small combo. And then we have 2 releaser of rituals. If this card is used from ritual summon, if this card is used for ritual summon, doesn't matter if you banish it by its effect or if you use it from your hand or your side of the field, your opponent cannot special summon. That is what is supposedly makes this deck so broken, is the amount of control, because you can still special summon, your opponent can't. But the amazing thing is that card can be special summoned with 2 guides, so we're running triple 2 guide, 1 Grammel, and 2 Shreds. Shreds can be used as entire tribute, and if he is, he searches out a warrior Necloth, which pretty much can get us anything, because Brio can get us anything, and he's a warrior, so you can search Brio to drop, and then use him to get anything else. And then we have 1 Decisive Armor, gives our ritual monster 1000 plus attack, and if you do decide to ritual summon it, he can target one set card your opponent controls to destroy it, and if you do, banish it. So that's interesting, but yet I don't really summon him. He's a plus 1000, which can be really nice. Triple Trishula, he's the main monster you want to get out. The thing is though that I note is that they updated Trishula where Trishula can only banish all 3. That is just how ygopro does it. I don't know if that's the official ruling, but yet I feel that will be the official ruling. You either banish 3 or you banish none. So if your opponent doesn't have a hand, you cannot activate its effect. If they have no cards in grave, you cannot activate its effect. If they have no cards on the field, you cannot activate his effect. You have to banish 3 cards or none at all. And then you have 1 Valkyries. He is really great because if you guys have excess of these guys, and you can tribute them off to draw cards. So that's really nice. And if you tribute Shred, you will get a +1 because Shred will then search. And if you summon 2 guide and then summon Genu and then tribute those 2 monsters, you will get a +1. It's really, really nice. And the searcher will, because then you summon him, you get the search, and then you tribute him off and you get that +1. So he's really nice to help you draw through your deck. Gunir, this card again is another one that we don't like to summon, it will protect our ritual monster from being destroyed by battle or by card effect. They just cannot be destroyed that turn. Triple Brio, this guy will search out ritual monsters, Necloth monsters, really. So you can search out Shred with this guy. He's really nice. Then we're running 2 unicorns. In fact, he will negate all effects of monsters summoned from the extra deck, and you can discard him to add a Necloth card from your grave to your hand. And then we're running triple Clausolas, who will search out a ritual spell. Do note that Brio can search out Clausolas, who can then search out a spell. So if you have your ritual monsters in Brio, then you can get your ritual spell. And then we're running 1 Rejeki. This deck likes to make your opponent go minus, so Rejeki can really help. And with a lot of the decks, if they're sent to the graveyard, they tend to special summon, or they tend to help set up for a special summon next turn. So if you Jin, Rejeki isn't going to do much. And then we have triple Upstart Goblin. Really, really nice. It works well with the Gishki chains. It says help section, pretty much. 2 Preps. This guy will search out a level 7 or lower ritual monster and add a ritual spell card from our graveyard to the hand. Do note that Brio is a level 6 monster, so you can search out Brio and then search out any of your level 8 and higher monsters. So pretty much you can use this guy to get any of the other ones. Then we're running 3 Exomirs. Exomir can banish from your grave, or banish Necloth cards from your grave, or from your hand, or tribute them from your hand or side of the field. That's really, really nice and helps make the grave more usable. And then we have 2 Kaleidomir. Kaleidomir can wish summon multiples, but yet you have to send from the extra deck. So cards like so the combo is to use Unicorn to send a Herald, who will then get an Affecting Grave, who I'll go over. But you can also use them to ritual summon any of the other ones if you have Shrit. Do note that you can only send 1 monster with Kaleidomir. You have to send 1 monster with Kaleidomir per summon. I mean, I know on DevPro I tried to summon 2 Unicorns at once, and they told me that I had to send 2 Herald of Rainbow Lights, and it was considered different summons. Yet I have heard that it is official, you have to send 1 card for both. Yet again, I could be wrong, my sources could be wrong, but that's just what I've heard. And Kaleidomir is really good. I mainly use it to either summon Valkyries or Unicorn. And then we have the card that I was talking about earlier, Spiritual Water Art. I don't even know how to say that last word. Spiritual Water Art, aka Trap Dusty. Should be 1 water monster, look at your opponent's hand, and send 1 card from their hand to the graveyard. Actually, it's more like confiscation, if I can talk. And that is why we're running Gisky Chain, because if our opponent tries to break through skill and we have this card set, we can tribute him off, and it just gives more water targets. Because again, we're only going to be having Trishula, Valkyries, and Unicorn on the field in terms of ritual monsters, and that's not a lot. Excuse me. So I just felt like I needed more, and again, more than likely won't be getting rid of Trishula because of Jhin. You don't want to give up a Jhin. Giving up a Jhin is a bad idea. And then we have 2 War Decrees, which help make all plays. This deck has huge consistency issues, and so if any of your plays get stopped, you're done. You can't play because your move has been stopped. So you need to make sure War Decree goes through, and so that way your plays will go through. And that is the main deck. I changed some things up from the last build. It's pretty much the same. Trying to make it as fast as possible where you can gen your opponent real quickly and be really good on that. And then for the extra deck, I probably should take out one of these Heralds of Light, but yet for now I am stuck with 3 Herald of Rainbow Lights. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you get to search out a ritual monster or ritual spell card. So that is really nice. We're running Crazy Box. The reason is because Unicorn will negate the effects of your monsters also. So if you can get out a Unicorn and then get out 2 other level 4 monsters, you can make Crazy Box and have a 3,000 beater, which can be really nice. And then we have just the generic Ring Post, which is 101 Castel, 2 level chains, because he helps make the deck way more consistent and being able to either dump your gens or let you get a tour guide to hand, or even set up for a Gisky Chain next turn, or pretty much put any monster on the top of your deck. So he's really great. And if you have Upstart, then you can draw into it right away. Then we have 1 Diagusto Emerald, who will help cycle 1 Cowboy, who would help us go for game. And then for all Ring 3s, we have Nightmare Shark, because we're running a lot of water monsters. And then 1 Leviathan Dragon, easy one to make, and 25 Beater, and you can tribute them off with Spiritual Water Art. And then 1 Alucard, 1 Levio, and 1 Mech-Quip. Levio is really nice for cycling on gens, and Mech-Quip's really nice for trying to protect your Trishula. And that is the deck. And yeah, it's Clausolas, makes the deck way more faster. And I'm still a little iffy on Decisive Armor if I do want to really run him. The plus 1000 is really nice, be it it can be very cloggy. And yeah, this is the deck. Tell me what you guys think. As far as the deck goes in general, as I said, it likes to make your opponent go minus, and I feel this is a really fast way. And even with the new ruling, where you have to banish 3 or none, I feel like this deck, as long as you can, I mean, if your opponent has 2 monsters in hand, then more than likely they won't be able to get both of them out. So you will pretty much always be able to at least get him off second turn. Maybe not your not during your second turn, be it during your if you go. I'm confusing myself. Okay, during your turn, you will more than likely be able to get him off unless you're going first. Yet, if not, then you just have to wait a little bit. Even though if you don't get him off, if you have set up for a gen, do it. Just gen your opponent if you have the ability to. And yeah, I'm really liking this deck. I'm gonna pick it up when it comes out. I'm gonna be doing a lot of openings of Secrets of Eternity when that booster box comes out. I think in January or February. Doing a lot of openings on those guys. And yeah, I just can't wait for this stuff to come out. I'm proxying the deck, and my friends think it's absolutely broken, but yet actually they've been doing really well against me. Like, I did a triple threat with my friends, and the only reason I won that triple threat is because one of my friends backstabbed another and de-prisoned his monster. But so that is the main thing to note, is that they do have consistency issues. They can draw into a lot of dead cards because there aren't a lot of cards you want to summon, and if you don't have the right spell cards, you might not be able to get out all of them, and it can be just really, really annoying. And if you get stopped in anything, you are in trouble. And yeah, that is the deck. Don't forget to check out the annotations over here with the Yugiohs that will appear when I am done speaking, and the links in the description, including the Swagbucks link, which can help allow you to get this deck and make it a reality for you. So, thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye.
Hey, if you could click on the links on the annotation to see the duel with this deck or some of my other videos, that would really help. And check out the links in the description to watch some of me and my friends' videos, and even something that could help make this deck a reality for you. See you guys later. Bye.